creating the vision that will become your life. This is the Think Your Reality Podcast, episode 76. Hang on, here we go.
Your destiny is by your design. Getting what you want in your professional life is gained by following a series of steps created by your mindset. Are you ready to start the journey? This is the Think Your Reality Podcast. Here's Mike Sims.
Hey, it's Mike Sims, and so good to have you here. Thank you so much for your time. Looking forward to helping you along your path to your success. So your life's direction and desires start with an idea and a vision. Let's discuss. According to Merriam-Webster, vision is defined as the act of power of imagination. When you apply vision to your future, you can create a mental picture that can then be used to direct your actions. Vision serves as a guide and can be used to provide a sense of purpose. You do, in fact, think your reality. I love the vision. It's defined as the act of power of imagination. Your power of imagination. I want you to focus on that in the upcoming week. The power of your imagination. And there's great power in it. Some of the necessary steps in the creation of your vision. Dealing with the past, your earlier preconceived ideas and imposed beliefs. And I think you'll find as you progress through life and question those beliefs that you start to put a little bit of a different spin on it. You start to understand it a little bit better as you go through your life. Explore your passion and your talents. I don't care who you are. You have both. You have passion and you have a talent for something. The whole crux of this podcast is to help to guide you to find what that talent is. And then as you find it, it will help create your vision. It'll help you move through life because now you have a very set plan in front of you. I will go to my grave professing and defending the fact that you have a talent. And once you combine your passion with that talent, your life changes. Research, learn from, and emulate people you admire. There are great lessons learned from those that have walked before us. It makes the journey toward our goals faster by learning from our own and the mistakes of others. We discussed this in a podcast episode. There is money in mistakes. If you discard the mistake but you take away the lesson, there's money in that because now your further attempts at that goal are shortened because you know some of the pitfalls to avoid. Make the mental image of what you want your life to look like and refer to it often. It becomes your GPS, your guide through life, and ultimately your destination, and one that you chose through your vision. You draw to you that which you think about. That's a very powerful and profound statement for good or for bad. What are you occupying your time with? What are you occupying your mind with? What has taken up residence between your ears? Be very, very careful how you answer that question because that will give you great insight as to the direction your life is going. Remember, you draw to you that which you contemplate and think about. Think bigger than you have in the past. There is absolutely nothing wrong. In fact, there's everything right with thinking larger and more profound and more influence than you have in the past. If you tie in the law of averages, even if you fall a little bit short, you're still far and above beyond the person you were yesterday. And analyze and assess the progress of the plan. We've talked about this. It's so critical because it's part of the plan. Analyze and assess the progress and get buy-in from trusted sources. A vision, a direction, your values, a map, and a challenge. Let's discuss this. A vision, everything stems from it, right? Your ideas are all a vision. The direction that vision gives you. Now, if you have that vision in mind, you know where you want to go. The direction's easier because now you have that destination set before you. Your values. Your values are going to be your North Star, if you will, as far as your ethics, your morals. Once you combine all three of them, it makes the path easier because now you know what pitfalls are in front of you, or you know they are pitfalls because they challenge your ethics or your morals. Once you have that guidance, you're laser focused. A map. A map is nothing more than the plan that you're using to get to where you want to go. Again, we've talked about this in the past, in previous episodes. Your map is going to change. That's fine, as long as the destination does not. Remember, the destination is solid. We know where we're going. The roads may change on our way to get there. And the last piece of the puzzle, a challenge. Sometimes just getting up in the morning is a challenge for some of us, and me included. A challenge is basically nothing more than a very basic definition of life. You're challenging yourself every day, I hope. You're not yesterday's you. You're better than you were yesterday, but not as good as you're going to be tomorrow. The challenge is to continually find other things to get ourselves involved in, other challenges, other goals to set before us, and some obstacles that are challenges that we ultimately will overcome when our vision is clear in our head and our heart. So people might ask me, Michael, why is creating your vision important? It's the very definition of you, your life, your goals, and your aspirations. It's the very thing that separates you from every other living being on this planet. It's the very thing that you are. You were not born a copy of anyone else. If your DNA is the same as others with the exception of a minute deviation, what does that say about our place here on Earth? We have a specific place here on Earth. We have to determine what that place is. Our place among the achievers on this planet, and that's where you belong. What does it say about us and the mark that we leave here? Because I think the ultimate definition of a successful life is to leave it better than you got here and to continually grow throughout our lives. The small deviation is all the difference we need. We don't want to be like everyone else. If we don't follow our dreams, that's also a statement, and I don't believe it's one that you wish to make, or you wouldn't be listening to this, or reading books, or listening to podcasts, or watching movies, or other videos that give you a better mental state of mind. Vision gives direction and a glimpse over our life to make our goals and purpose become a reality. You've seen people that have no direction, and it's sad, but they have no vision. Vision gives the direction over your life. Vision gives direction and insight over our life to make our goals and purpose more tangible. In order to understand where we want ourselves to be in life, we must have a clear vision of our life. That sounds counterintuitive, right? In order to understand where we want ourselves to be in life, we first have to have a vision of what we want that life to be. So once you understand that vision defines purpose, life will become more clearer, more interesting, and you'll enjoy it infinitely more than you may right now. My name is Mike Sims. This is the Think Your Reality podcast, and as I end every podcast with something from my heart, I hope you have an absolutely awesome day. As I do believe in my heart of hearts, you deserve nothing less.